Hello YouTube, and today I'm gonna basically show you guys how to make one of those uh, Super Mario Bros. Use speedruns that you see everywhere, but how to make a slightly better one. So first of all, you might want to have a 2-space ceiling, like right here, and then you might want to have, like, just piranha plants and, enemies. But the thing with piranha plants is really cool. Like when you spin on them, like, you go super fast, and you can also activate hidden blocks. So for here, just wait for me to stop blinking. As soon as you spin, I either miss and die, or here. Oh god, I won't stop dying with this. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So if you see, it activated the blocks, which if you didn't activate the blocks, you basically fall right through. Same thing with these piranhas. But with these Goombas, the thing is cool. Well, the cool thing is, I should probably add another one. So once you're done spinning on all of them, you get 3 lives for, later. And you see this saw, might seem practically impossible to, wall jump on it, so let me try to get this. Oh man, I keep on messing up that jump. Okay. See, pretty easy. Oh man, I keep on messing up that. So you see that spike right there? That's another thing. It can look tricky, but I actually had a few good attempts at it. So if you see I'm back here, you start running. Look, it's pretty easy. So what you want to do is you want to duck right before you jump, and then twirl. So duck, jump, and then twirl, which I obviously just died there. So it can be kind of tricky, but once you get used to it, it is pretty easy. So yeah, that's another cool thing you could add into one of these levels. Another thing you might want to add is obviously wall jumping. So you want to add wall jumping with these, I don't know, saws being here, and see how well, and see if you can make it in certain areas or not. So we start right here. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Looks like I have to start right here. Oh man. Sorry about this. Okay, watch. See, you can tell that's practically impossible. Okay, let's try it. The saw there. Oh man. Sorry, this is gonna take a while. Oh man. Okay, so now that I have an successful attempt at this, as you can see here, yeah, now I have an area to jump with the saw. So now we're gonna try this. Okay, start back here and go. This is practically impossible, so we're just gonna leave it with, I don't know, let's go with this spike right there. Let's see if that's possible. And the cool thing about testing this is, like, I just like how you can easily just hold the minus button to start from where you'd start if you were gonna be at the beginning of the level. And I kind of like how you can just, like, press Y and move a character anywhere in order to start from that specific point. But yeah, here's some of the cool things you can add in this level. Okay, so we're gonna see if my spike thing actually works. Okay, it does. I obviously messed that up, but yeah, you can see that. Okay, for the next thing is most likely the time. So you can see 300 seconds. It's gonna be a lot of course making for you. So maybe move it all the way down to, like, if you want a short speed run, I recommend like 20 or 10 seconds or something like that. But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with 30. Then we're gonna get to here and see how we do on time. We're gonna add another one of these just to make it a little tricky. We're definitely gonna move the flagpole pretty close. And so one other thing you can do is pipes. So if you're basically running here, you can run into a pipe, you can start putting it in a subworld and things like that. And yeah, you can basically put the speedrun into a subworld. I'd personally put it in, like, I don't know, like the castle theme where there's lava. So you might add this here. It's a bunch of ground. Actually, no, I bet. Need room for the wall jump here. So you can either hold the pipe and then press the air button to go in it, or you can put the character inside of the pipe. And I'm gonna go horizontal for this. Okay, so place a warp pipe somewhere around here. Okay. I'm gonna change the theme to castle, where there's lava or poison. I don't really care which one. And from here, I'm just gonna make it say drop directly on top of an enemy. Like, I don't know. You drop directly on top of an enemy. You have to jump over here. Who knows? Maybe add a little bit of like Kaizo in this, like jumping through enemies and stuff. And another cool thing is, like, if you're trying to make like a Kaizo-y type of section, you can actually have the Mario trail on. And so, for example, you can see Toad can land on something right there. So you can, I don't know, maybe put a Koopa right here with the spike trap on it. So if you start on the outside of this pipe, good, jump here, jump here, jump here, jump here. So then you can see how far Toda can jump next. And see where her head also goes too. So then the next space would probably be here or here for Toadette. So, let's go with something a little bit different. Let's go with a note block. So then you can add a note block with something inside of it. And another cool thing you can do is get a conveyor belt right here. Put conveyor belt underneath that note block. And make it bounce up later. So, make it a fast one. Right here. Add a wall of something, like, I don't know, let's say spikes. Let's move the pipe away. Let's put a, let's put a big Koopa in this one. My bad, a big Goomba in this one. Okay, so let's start from the beginning and see how this goes. Uh-oh, messed that part up. And also, I don't think some people like naked pipes too, so I don't know. Might hope your level get an extra like or something if you do. Just cover that up. Okay, so if you start from here. Jump. Jump. Uh-oh. Looks like the ceiling is a problem. So now we might want to remove the ceiling right here. Okay, now let's try it. Uh-oh. Guess I failed that part. Okay, one other thing is that you might want to put grinders or bumpers over stuff if you don't want people touching to, you know, just ruin the part of the actual level. So you might see the spike here, which is actually for the Goombrat that I placed in here. So after the Goombrat jumps up, you stomp on it, and one of the mini Goombrats is going to land on that. So if we go right here, it doesn't really affect the part of the level except for the time. Okay, let's see if I can actually get through this. I keep on failing and failing and failing. Okay. See, perfect, right there. That's how it works. And for the other Goombrat, I don't know, just let it do its thing. So you bounce off the Goombrat right here, and I don't know. You might want to put a pipe. Let's go right here. The one piece of ground. Obviously, yeah, this ground right here. As best you can. And then shorten the level just to, I don't know. There we go, right there. And then make Toda enter the pipe so he can go through. And now, so after that, we can probably just put a, I don't know, pipe entrance right here. And one last common thing for my bad, not a Kaizo, for a speedrun level like this is basically getting a POW block and a muncher. So you gotta add the POW block, and then have the muncher afterward. Well, big muncher to be exact. Okay, so after you come out of the pipe, you're here. You gotta get the goal as best you can. Then you just follow to the goal, and maybe let's add a little bit of surprise. Yeah. Okay. I think that's about as good a level as you can get. And for the end, I don't know. Just put whatever you want in the end. But just make sure to fill up any access space that you won't need afterward. Make sure to fill it up with ground so it doesn't look bad and the levels, like the little like snippet of the level that you might see in like the section where you pick it. Oh, my bad. I'm so bad at explaining stuff. It's like, so, you know, just makes the level look better by itself. Or you could also do is just, you know, cut out little sections and put question blocks, or like, you know, like little heart blocks inside of it, just to make it look better too. So now I'm gonna fill the rest of this with ground. Okay, so the next tip I'm gonna give you guys for how to make one of these is, you know, just adding coins and like just sound effects. So you could add coins for indicators and stuff, and I don't know. Maybe just make it so you have to collect every single coin as a clear condition, or like collect something else and or kill a certain amount of enemies or something as a clear condition, and plus a timer. It would most likely, you know, it most likely be pretty difficult to complete all of the tasks at once. So, you know, you can just add coins as little indicators and stuff. Should be pretty handy sometimes. Then, yeah. And the last thing I'd like to say, or tip for this, is sound effects. So, if you want to put like, let's go with N64 music for the beginning. So if you want to make it last an entire level, Toadette, come on. So put it inside the character. And so as soon as you start, see? It's an N64 logo right there. Okay, so, anyway, I'm gonna add, like, I don't know, screams and enemies or something, and, like, yays somewhere, or, like, laughter, or whatever. You know what I mean? So add, like, I don't know, jumping sound, maybe piranhas, or whatever. It's honestly up to you to decide what you want, and, yeah. And so last thing to do is basically just time check your level. You have to start from the very beginning. Please tell me I get this. Just time check your level just to make sure that you'll stay on track. Oh man, forgot a duck. Okay, I'm gonna do this off camera, so yeah, I'll be back in a second because this will take quite a bit. Okay, so I finally beat it after like 20 million attempts. I realized I only had 1 second left to get out of the pipe and fall down to the goal, which is my estimate, which I hope is correct. So, yeah, I finally beat it. I guess it's technically beatable. So I had 1 second left as soon as it came out of this pipe. It should be enough to just fall and land there, but let's make a little troll. If you land anywhere else, you die. So if you don't move when you come out of the goal, you're good. Okay, that's basically, how you make one of these, like, Super Mario Bros. U, speedrun courses. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you later. Bye.